Eviahn, the water boy. How you doing, my man?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
Really good. Glad to have you on for your episode of Future Watch to get to know you a little bit more than what we've seen on the show. Man, I
Yes,
got to
sir.
start off right off the top. Where'd you get that chin?
Oh man, I want to say it came with genetics, man. I've been in combat sports and just you know um, physical sports like football and all that.
Mhm.
I've had my chin tested a couple times coming about playing football, boxing, playing my. I have lots and lots of cousins. I'm always fighting with them and all that. So just coming about, I would assume all those hits I've taken in the past built the strength of my chin that I have now.
Yeah. Where did you play ball?
High school, I played at Aurora Central High School, which is in Aurora, Colorado.
Nice.
Um, After I had went to CSU Pueblo, which is in Pueblo, Colorado. I played only for 1 year there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of other football players on the show. I'm assuming being a bigger guy, you probably played on the line somewhere. Um, Talk to me what it's like about being in the trenches. Now you've been slapped obviously by McKinney, who's also a fellow football player, professionally. Is there anything, on the football field that you can kind of relate to being, like a move or a technique that your opposite lineman would do on you that kind of feels the same as being slapped?
Honestly, one move I can say that I bring a lot into this, slap sport, I would say is more of like the swim move.
Mhm.
Um, that implements a lot of rotation in the arms. Um, I got hitten a couple of times from bigger guys, playing defense.
Mhm.
That's the top move that they use to get by. So I would definitely say swim move. I use that a lot to implement how I would want to slap somebody.
Yeah. Let's talk about your upbringing a little bit. How was it? Do you feel like it kind of primed you for, more kind of combat sports?
Um, I would say so. Playing football, it was cool. There's a lot of physicality in football.
Mhm.
So I was always that hothead player. Somebody do something wrong to me, I'm gonna get up and most likely start the fight. I'm the cause of every dog pile that was on the field. Um, as I got older, I
Yeah.
started doing like backyard fights and stuff like that. People started inviting me to doing like underground fighting, something similar to like street beefs, but
Mhm.
wasn't really like recorded. It wasn't really like something like advertised as like street beefs. But I was doing stuff like that, and as I was getting more and more into it, I was thinking to myself like, "Ah, man, I think combat sports is where I want to go." I've been doing
Mhm.
boxing training. um, I've done a couple of wrestle. I've been doing wrestling, so I'm just trying to implement all the different combat sports, into this one and just see
Mhm.
how far it takes me.
Yeah, absolutely. So what appealed, to you with slap fighting and power slap? Like what made you want to get involved?
Honestly, what made me get involved was the weight classes. So a lot of sports, boxing, UFC itself, they don't have super heavyweight classes. I've always been a bigger guy coming up. I've always been 300 plus.
Mhm.
Making that cut in weight isn't hard, but I feel like it was always harder for me. I feel like I'll be in the gym for like 2 hours, but all that weight will come back when I go home and eat dinner or something like that.
Mhm.
So when I noticed Power Slap had a super heavyweight division where guys 300 and plus can come in and basically showcase their power, I wanted to hop on that immediately, just so people can see even at 340 pounds, I'm
Mhm.
still athletic. I'm still considered an athlete.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the house. I mean, being in there with, 20 plus other guys, was it more than you bargained for or more than you thought it would be?
Um, I know for a lot of people, who haven't been in like certain environments like that, it would be uncomfortable, it would be kind of quite the experience for them. But for me, I guess it kind of felt normal because again, I've played football, you know, that's a team sport, you know, so
Mhm.
everywhere we went, I was always in groups with other groups of people, you know, so it wasn't too uncomfortable or weird for me, but at the same time, being in a house full of other grown men could be overwhelming.
Mhm.
Different smells, you know, different
Sure, lots of
everybody
smells.
snoring. Yeah, lots of smells, lots of loud noises at night, you know, it's kinda crazy, but
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
Awesome, man. So let's talk about your first match about McKinney. Giving up if you were 340, you're probably giving up 80 pounds to him.
Mhm.
I know you didn't get the outcome that you wanted in that, but how did it feel getting slapped for the first time from a guy like him?
Hmm. Honestly, it was pretty fucking wild. He hit me the first time, and
Mhm.
I don't know, a lot went through my mind at that moment, you know, because I would say the last person who slapped me or, like, put their hands on me, you know, I came back and hit him with a punch, you know? It was kinda it took a lot into me to take his slap and then just kinda just stand there and just wait for my turn to come, you know? But, other than that, I don't think it was too bad. I took both of his
Mhm.
slaps pretty well. He do hit hard, but for the most part, I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, we seen you kind of take a big deep breath in and then kind of exhale with that loud roar. Did the confidence build in that moment that you were like, "Fuck yeah, I could do this"?
Yep, I would definitely say the confidence was built up in that moment because when he hit me and I'm looking around, I'm seeing the lights, I'm seeing the people, and I'm seeing that I'm still standing. I hardly moved. I was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta make sure I come back with the response the crowd is looking for," you know?
Mhm. Let's talk about it, my man. You've got, you know, right now around 700 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
That video has gone viral with over 50 million views now. In your wildest
Uh,
dreams, did you ever think this was possible?
Honestly, no, I would have never guessed. And you know, you couldn't ask me 10 years ago, would you see yourself going viral, getting slapped by, you know, a huge Samoan guy with over 50 million views? No, I would not have assumed that. I never would have assumed I'd be doing a sport like this. But I do feel God has a plan for me, and I'm prepared for anything. It's a blessing for me. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't want you to give away anything, that hasn't come out on the show, but what can people expect, from you in the coming episodes?
Y'all can expect the energy going up higher, you know. Everybody's seen the roar. Expect more roars coming from me.
Mhm,
Um, I'm definitely bringing in more heat. So the time that I needed to learn better technique in sport, you know, my first
mhm,
fight with McKinney, I beat myself because of lack of, you know, just lack of skill. I didn't really know there was a technique into, you know, slapping certain people. But
mhm,
now I figured that out and I do think I got the technique down.
mhm. Now, a guy like McKinney, do you think he's going to be a problem with the way that he's actually built? His neck almost, his chin almost touches his chest. Very short neck, very very wide. In the super heavyweight, I think he's around 5'11", 6 feet maybe, and you see some of the other heavyweights or super heavies coming in at 6'4", 6'5". Do you think that's going to be trouble for the guys there at the top?
Um, no, I did think at first it was gonna be a problem, but
Hmm.
I honestly don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Again, it all in technique and, you know, experience and basically where you hit a person, you know? He
Hmm.
does have quite the neck and quite the chin on him, but
Hmm.
I do feel if you get hit in the right spot, it'll put
Hmm.
him down.
Do you think that it's actually, a little bit more dangerous when you get those big gaps in height differentials, or I'm talking 5, 6 inches? Do you think the angles and trajectory and stuff like that can lead to more fouls or more misses on the strikes?
Um, I would, just because of my experience, I would say so. Only
Hmm.
because with McKinney being almost 6, 7 inches shorter than me,
Hmm.
trying to, bend my knees and get the leverage that I wanted to make the slap that I wanted was a little harder because I felt like I was aiming so low, and then it was just a lot, just
Hmm.
with him being shorter, just shorter in that aspect. But with guys who are taller than the other person, I don't feel like it's more of a disadvantage for a shorter guy when
Hmm.
they're up against a taller person because they can see their chin, it's
Hmm.
right there, kind of up
Yeah,
there. But
I hear you. Did you get a chance to talk to Dana White after your fight at all? And if you did, can you disclose anything that he said to you?
so after the fight with McKinney, I did get the chance to talk to Dana White. He invited me into the back just to reassure me that I wasn't going anywhere at that moment. He did see my lack of skill and experience in the sport got the best of me, and yeah, he was like he wants to keep me around to build up the energy more and show me what I really got. And I was blessed. I was blessed for that opportunity, and I do feel that I'm going to deliver what he asked for.
Awesome, my man. One last one for you. Where can people follow you on social media if they want to get in touch and follow your journey?
Oh man, right now, main one you can follow me on is Instagram. It's Eviahn dot the Waterboy, and then right now, you can follow me on TikTok at Eviahn dot Scott.
Awesome, my man. Appreciate you joining me. Hopefully, it's the first of many interviews that we have with you.
Oh man, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.